Hello and welcome to Totally Oblivious. I'm your host, Caleb Perez, here with Alex and Colby.
Why is that globe black?
Why can't it be black, Caleb? Colby?
Is it like taken at night? Is it like the end of the world? Look at the continents are like dead, on fire.
I don't know.
It's an apocalyptic globe.
It's just aesthetic, man.
I just received this globe. I didn't question.
Where did
the
you
globe.
receive it from?
Val's sister.
Oh, she gave you a globe?
She said, I'm getting rid of stuff. Here, you can have this globe. I was like, all right. I
Have
guess
you
it's going
opened
on
the globe to
podcast.
see if there's plot in it or no?
Why would there be plot in the globe?
I don't know. There could be some ancient artifact in it that somehow got put in there like 4 years ago.
It
And now the plot
literally,
starts.
it literally came from Marshalls. I don't think you're finding much.
Well, if it was Hobby Lobby, they have some very interesting things they steal from people.
Hobby Lobby.
You know, Hobby Lobby steals a lot of like native and like significant cultural things around the world.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, fun fact. Google that. Like they just straight up steal shit. They just have like a really weird like not marketing, but like they just like when things go up for auction and when it clearly should go to like a certain place, they'll just buy it outright.
Like, time to sell this at Hobby Lobby.
Well, no, they don't sell it. They just keep it.
They just keep. What's the point?
I don't know.
Why would Hobby Lobby want that?
I don't know. They just have it. Hobby Lobby is an interesting. I think Hobby Lobby is like a laundering scheme or something for racism.
A laundering scheme for racism?
Yes, that's what I think Hobby Lobby does. That's just an interesting factoid. I know. I knew that for a while, but there you go.
Well, I have no affiliation towards Hobby Lobby, so I don't know
fuck.
if I feel any sort of way about that, other than
That's fucked up.
I thought we always went to Hobby Lobby. Isn't that where they have crafts and?
there's so many craft stores. They blend together.
Really? They do?
I don't know the difference between Joann's and Michael's.
I thought that was the same place.
Just the
I
name.
thought it was Joann's and Michael's.
Jones?
The Joneses. I've never met a person with the last name Jones, I think. I don't think so. Have you guys?
Yeah.
Really? Well, that's fucking...
I met Tom Jones himself.
Who the fuck is Tom Jones?
The guy who sings is not unusual.
Oh, shit, that ass?
Yeah,
Chuck Jones.
Chuck Jones.
Oh, I didn't know that. When was that? When was this story?
Back in 1986.
Oh, you lying bitch. Colby, what are you doing?
I'm sitting here listening to you guys.
And we had to wait for 30 minutes while you did everything else?
I ate. I was eating nachos for like 5 minutes.
Were the nachos even good?
They were delicious. You're probably upset that you didn't think of nachos either.
No, I have stuff to make paninis when I get home. I'm going to do that. And eat the good old paninis and eat them. Okay, hold on. Right now, I'm going to ask you. What is your favorite food? Like, that you can make? Like, what is the go-to meal? For me, it's paninis and soup. I won't lie. It's just like a nice grilled sandwich or of some kind. It doesn't even have to be grilled. It can be panned sandwiched. Like
I guess.
it's just for me. It's just a sandwich. It's a panini for me. And then like it doesn't really matter with the soup. I won't lie. The Campbell's chicken soup looks disgusting.
It is disgusting.
No, but I'm all like, I love it.
It just tastes like preservatives. Just make your own soup.
I'm okay. I'm not that smart.
Just make a soup.
I don't know how to make a soup, Caleb. There's too many C's in this room.
2.
That's one too many.
2 for season 2. There's 2.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is season 2. Congratulations.
We've been in season 2.
Oh wait, yeah, no, we haven't
We already
uploaded.
recorded an episode.
Yeah, we did. We're in episode 2, season 2.
Tutu.
Tutus.
The Tutu episode.
So, did you have anything you want to talk about from this weird little intro?
I kind of just have a PSA since today is the day of uploading this episode is May 1st, May Day. Just be sure to give significant others flowers and stay away from planes.
That's a marketing ploy. They trick you into buying
into buying plane tickets?
flowers.
Oh. Well, I mean, you could always just steal them from someone else's garden.
That is true. While that is morally wrong, still true. But it's still
May
very
Day's not
true.
about buying flowers. It's just about the flowers in general.
I don't really know, man. Like,
You didn't even know May Day was a holiday until I just mentioned it now.
I don't even think it's a holiday. I think
It is a
I think it's
holiday.
just one of those like it's National Sleeve Day, and it's just on fucking Urban Dictionary.
Actually, May Day has a long history, like in Europe, where it has to deal with like.
Where do we live?
I mean, Europeans came over here, dummy. We took their
what-
culture.
what
We
are
literally
we?
are European.
No, I'm American. Red, white, and blue, baby. No, I didn't know what May Day was until you literally brought it up. I think I've maybe heard
I
it
knew
once,
I knew it.
but I don't really know.
It's basically just like a celebration of like
Flowers.
in spring. Like the big like hurrah of spring is here, the warm weather's coming, and the weather's nice.
It's gonna be like 55 that
So
day.
it's like about it's basically, I think from what I remember, you're like it's basically the start of like the farmers market season where everybody starts selling stuff. So it's kind of like flowers and food, that kind of stuff.
Everybody finally says, it's livable.
Let's go barbecue.
Ah, man, people be barbecuing even in cold weathers though.
Yeah, true.
There's some savages out there.
That's us.
That's us.
For real.
Snow. Gotta make those burgers.
It's actually true.
That's my Uncle Eloy. He's just out there in the elements, like, gotta make that food.
There's some peculiar individuals
Yeah.
in this world that do some very interesting things. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think a pretty big one to note in my life would probably be my dad or somebody, because he'll be like, I don't think my dad, my grandpa. He has the idea that steak makes everybody happy.
Is he wrong?
Technically, because there's some people that don't like steak.
Well, they're wrong.
Real. How do you feel about non-steak enjoyers, Colby?
Non-steak what?
Non-steak enjoyers.
Enjoyers?
Yeah.
So vegans? What do I think of
Well,
vegans?
actually, I had a pretty interesting conversation with a vegan earlier, but I'm like just
About
people
them being wrong.
Well, they have a very interesting take on it. I'll explain it, but it's like people just don't like meat, but they're not vegan. Like they just don't like steak.
That's understandable. If it's not like, I remember when I was a kid eating steak, and I was like,
their immediate answer right after that is, I like it well done. I just look at them like, oh, so you're just wrong twice over.
There's nothing wrong with a well done steak.
Do you like well done steaks?
I will eat basically anything as long as it's not too, like, once it gets past like medium rare going into rare, that's why I won't eat it. But anything below that's fine.
No, I stay up in medium rare and rare. I like it up there. Well done
Rare's
is
just too much blood. I don't like the blood taste.
see, everybody says they taste blood. I don't taste blood.
it's more like a rich.
I taste fat.
I'd rather have my steak fully cooked. I already talked about this, that I like the fat cooked out of things because fat gives me a stomach ache.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So wait, you just like it like medium then? Like
I just like cooked. I like it fully cooked.
I guess. I still don't. I had a conversation with a person in Seattle a while back about that type of stuff, and I'm all like, but theirs was different. They just don't like the color red. I'm like, okay? Question mark?
They hate metas.
I guess
That's
they hate Master Roshi. Gets red on his glasses, but it's just like, I see that, but like, I also feel like it's that child part of them, where it's so like, you never really tried it, have you? I feel like that's the
Sam
case.
I am.
Yeah. I feel like that's the case where it's like, have you
Can
though?
we talk about
true.
Sam I am for a second?
Should we talk about different tastes?
No.
Because you guys were just making fun of me for recommending weird things.
No.
But you never know until you try it.
Because
I'm not gonna try a nachos and a banana together. You fucking psychopath.
You never know until you try it.
Okay, but go off on Sam.
But
I
yeah,
Am.
Sam I am. This man was literally trying to feed the guy rotten ham and rotten eggs. Like, why were they green? No wonder that guy didn't want to eat them.
They're just food colored.
Not food colored.
They're dyed. It was off screen.
that thing came out of the oven green. That man was feeding him rancid food and was like, "Come on, you know you want to try it."
Okay, but argument here though.
State the moral of the book.
Okay, hold on. Argument though before we get to that. It is the Doctor. It is the Dr. Seussiverse.
The Dr. Seussiverse.
It's the Dr. Seussiverse, bro. There are peculiar oddities and in that universe with things called the Wumbleflacker and the
Dr. Seuss universe is
Snooperverse.
basically like the mirror side of the SCP universe. Things just you get bored during a rainy day, and then a humanoid cat walks through your door and destroys your house.
Exactly. So I feel like those eggs being
guess that's
slightly
true.
green is not a bad thing.
Maybe the yellow eggs are the bad eggs. in
That's
that
what I was
universe.
thinking. Like maybe it's just how that universe rolls. Maybe there were like some special kind of egg that is just green. That they were like
the
green ostrich eggs or something. I
eating
don't know.
green foods in the Dr. Seuss universe is like taking the red pill in the Matrix. You get awakened to the horrors of the universe.
Right, it's the red pill, right? Or I thought it was the blue pill. No, the blue pill
Blue
keeps
pill
you the
keeps
same,
you asleep.
and the red one keeps. you
That's why people online are
Yeah.
red pill
Or it's just based.
red pilled. That's
No.
Mitchell. That's his
Really?
favorite things to say.
There's some peculiar individuals. Well, but it looks like you got something on your mind.
Now, what are you gonna say about food and how you like eating garbage?
You eat my food. Caleb's favorite books are Dr. Seuss because when he was like 2, I read him like every book, but I wouldn't read what it was saying. Like I'd make up my own story, and it's usually violent. And Caleb was like peeing his pants. He's laughing so hard.
The sleep book was like a death book. It was basically like people were just dropping dead throughout the world.
One by one, but if you just replace the word sleep,
did you just make the Death Note manga Dr. Seuss?
if you just replace the word death or sleep for death, it's just like it's so funny. One by one, they drop another by the thousands. It's like a whole bunch of
It
bodies.
just sounds like one of those tweets where it's like replace one word in this anime title.
It's not beating.
Fuck note.
It's actually not. It's not beating the
Fuck Ball Z.
SCP. It's not beating the SCP allegations. Like literally, the sleep book is like everyone around the world just fell asleep at the exact same time.
It's funny because like I never read it like that before, but like each page, it just got even like better. Like it fit so perfectly, and kid would be like, just like
What the?
dying
Hold
of
on.
laughter.
What fucking noise just came out of your
That's
mouth?
Caleb's laugh.
Can we make that a sound bite?
I guess so. I probably can.
Caleb and Post, zooming on that.
Stop telling Caleb and Post to do things.
It's just funny though.
Don't tell Caleb and Post what to do.
Caleb and Post zoom in on Caleb's face for dramatic effect.
Listen to Colby, Caleb and Post, not Alex.
Fucking assholes. No, but Dr. Seuss is weird.
It's just.
Do you think he did
hilarious.
drugs to figure out half that shit?
Yes.
I feel like he had to. There's no way you come up with a word like Fingeldorf, the Fingeldorfer, and like you're normal. There's no way. Multiple times, by the way, there are so many interesting words. One fish, blue fish, the one that is an SCP looking ass fish. Like,
SCP fish.
it's just like there's no way. And like I remember there's one good video on like the lore.
The Lorax.
No, there's the lore behind Dr. Seuss.
The Lorax
like,
has all the lore. He's like flipping through the
The
pages.
Lorax himself is an SCP.
It's true.
You know what? Yeah, he kind of is. I wonder if someone's ever gonna like make like a twist on his character, because that's an SCP.
You know
waiting for
what the Lorax is? He's literally the weapons from Final Fantasy VII.
He is. What if they just made him bigger though? He's like,
Still voiced by Danny DeVito.
who's chopping my trees? The little cabin.
How
Nine,
bad
nine, 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 nine.
can I be?
I like how that movie was supposed to teach so many kids like you shouldn't like that greed's a bad thing, And then like it becomes a Tumblr sexy man post with the fucking one guy.
They always took the wrong lesson out of these movies.
I feel like with,
Tall green men are handsome. The actual lesson, we should probably take care of our planet or else we're all gonna suffer and that corporate greed's taking over America. Nah, we like the green guy.
yeah, he's funny. He made a good song.
I like his song.
Yeah, I'm like, like I feel kind of like bad sometimes. Like when I read those books as a kid, I'm like, wow, there's such a good lesson in this. I didn't fucking learn any of these. I feel like low key though, as an adult, are you allowed to read Dr. Seuss books?
Yes.
Can you make
100%.
a critical analysis video on a doc? Can I make a video on the Lorax, like the book, not the movie, the book, and just make a critical analysis of everything on the page, the fucking 4 sentences on the page, and be like, the reason why Dr. Seuss said this is because the Lorax needed to portray this.
Back in 1952, one day he was doing this.
Yeah, like
Going that deep.
Which one's the book that it's like the yellow guys like painting stars?
oh,
and
the
circles?
racism one.
Yeah, the literally racism summarized in one book, and people still didn't get it.
Dude, it is. I don't even remember. You have to Google these or like throw them up on screen or something. But I remember.
I'm gonna pull up a list of Dr. Seuss.
I'm
books.
not gonna lie. I think out of all of his books, that one was my favorite. And I actually think I'm not to brag or gloat here, but I genuinely think that book taught me the actual lesson. Like everybody's different, but that's good.
Yeah, I don't think I ever read that one as a kid, but it's definitely one I did enjoy.
The best one, in my opinion, was The Places You'll Go.
Yeah,
It's one of the greatest. I
What
would
was
read
that
that
one
all
about?
the time. It was talking about pretty much your career path and like to like be motivated, right? To just go out there and do what you love to do. And it's just like, I don't know, the whole book is just very like motivating, trying to get you to go out and be happy and not care if you fail at first, just keep going and be happy and succeed. It's a good book.
SCP makes you happy.
I wonder how many
regardless of
SCPs you
failure.
can make out of these fucking books. Like I genuinely just
Every
want to write a short
character.
story.
I think
Sam
actually
is an
no.
SCP.
I did read All the Places You'll Go. Only once though. It was in junior year. The teacher read that to everybody right before, because I was in a class with a lot of seniors that year, and she was reading it, and she's like, "You guys are gonna go on a journey."
Were they crying?
No.
I would have bawled.
I would have cried. Oh, Alex, we know you're the crying one.
Shut the fuck up. I yawn right now.
So yeah, the book's called The Sneetches. The Sneetches. That's the racism one. Racism summarized with The Sneetches.
Can you read a Dr. Seuss book to us, Caleb?
Dramatic reading.
Yes.
I
Oh
will,
my-
I will read
No,
it.
I don't. I don't think you
Can
can.
I
read 'em.
find a
There's-
Dr.
there's a
Seuss?
PDF.
I think they're in upstairs.
Go
Go
find
find a
one.
Dr. Seuss book.
This is today's bit.
Honestly, let's just talk about how good Dr. Seuss books are, just as books in general.
Oh yeah.
They're so simple, but they're just so fun to read.
You know he made a racist propaganda.
I do know that.
He made like
Even-
the whole like stereotypical like Chinese man.
Even some of the books are no longer getting printed because they had racism inside of it, which is crazy.
It's like the low key ones where it's like, huh?
Never would have thought of that until like it's pointed out to me that.
Yeah,
that
but
was
the
bad.
thing is though, I also feel like there's an argument here too where it's all like it's the caricature is like there, but it's just like, well, that was like it
was then like
yeah.
things back then. I always say this: things back then were a lot different, and you could get away with a lot of things that you can't today. And I don't like, especially with Disney cartoons.
I'd have to see it. Like if it just looks like an Asian. He did a lot of Asian ones for World War II.
Yeah.
Not a lot of like black ones. So I'm gonna go with the Asian ones. It's like sure the character kind of looks a little bit Asian, but that's just how people kind of drew them back then. I won't lie. There was.
Hold on, we're gonna take a cut here.
Yeah, but I'll finish my thought right here and then Caleb will cut. But it's just all like some of those art books were like I can't really blame him. Like there's a part of me like if he kind of drew like a little bit of a on the edge character in one page of a Dr. Seuss book, I'm gonna be like, okay, I think you'll let it fly. No one's gonna get this joke, or not the joke, but like get that. If it was originally intended, he could have just drawn that.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
It's the same concept with older Disney cartoons because
Yeah.
they have a lot of like stuff that isn't okay today, but like back then it's just how things were.
oh yeah,
And I think it's better to just look at them and appreciate them for what they were, and just know that like things have changed and people like the
Plus-
thought process of society.
and
Has
plus I
become
also feel
better.
like too, like those ones he made were like in the past, and like
Yeah.
he was also commissioned to do some of them. I think, to my
Yeah.
knowledge. So it's just all like, was it really him, or just was he desperate? Like it was just like,
Yeah, then you always got to keep that kind of stuff in mind.
because I don't think he got like famous or profitable until like many years after the fact.
Yeah,
So it's just all like, Dr. Seuss just got the just had to do what he do to live for a while.
you had to do what you got to do.
Got to do what he got to do.
I brought down my mom's entire collection of Dr. Seuss books that she collected over the years.
Can we read the ingredients and have first?
Yeah, here.
Colbert, this is your job now.
Place this down.
No, you have to read them. Are we gonna make them funny?
Should we? I wonder if we can even get away with this by reading Dr. Seuss on the podcast.
No, you can.
Can you?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Because this is for all for bit's sake. We're analyzing it here because we're gonna be like, watch. I'll watch. It'll be fun. I think so.
Okay.
Also, another thing-
should we take turns on these?
No, I'm terrible at reading.
You're terrible
I'm
at
my
reading?
No,
Okay.
I'm terrible at reading out loud. It's a skill that I'm gonna have to develop before I become a father. And plus, my throat's kind of
Colby,
sore.
you
right
have
now.
to read the sleep book.
You have to make it
I'm not as
funny.
creative.
You
as
have
I
to
used
read the
be.
death book.
Did you just have to change one word out? I'm not creative. You
It's
change
so
out one word
simple.
for sleep.
It's so simple. Okay. Here is green eggs and ham.
You're gonna show it to the class too.
Just green
Zoom in.
green eggs and ham.
Oh my god, it's
Long
so.
book.
Are you ready, class?
Oh damn, that was a whole paragraph in there. Holy shit.
I am Sam.
What's happening? It's an SCP reading.
You're not showing the illustrations.
Sorry.
You gotta
Sam.
show them.
I am.
It's okay, we're on to like what page are we on?
Why is he has like a kitchen
We're on
knife.
page 8 or page 9.
Caleb edited a kitchen knife in his head in that picture.
That Sam I am. That Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am.
It's gonna take a while.
Low key though, was this guy kind of racist towards Sam?
Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Oh, the ham was green too. I thought it was
Would you
only-
like
It's
them
green eggs and
here
ham.
or there?
I haven't read the story in a long time.
I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse?
Why would you want to eat with the mouse?
No, you idiot. Why would I want to eat with a mouse? They poop out toxic poops. Would you like them in a box? Would you like them with a fox?
Isn't there socks that get mentioned at one point, right?
No, that's Fox and Socks. That's an entirely different
What the fuck?
The whole book.
What?
Sam thought of that, and then like they just took that concept and made a whole
What
story.
the fuck?
Sam, why would I want to eat with wild animals if I wouldn't want to eat them in my own home? Kakarot.
Why do you sound like Vegeta?
Could you in a car? Eat them, here they are.
Why are you having an aneurysm?
I would not. I could not in a car. We're just gonna. Oh my gosh, he's trying to kill him now.
Okay, no, hold on. I want to analyze these pictures. Like,
He's literally driving him off a cliff because he won't eat the green eggs and ham.
dude, these stories. No, you have to be on drugs.
This is unhinged.
Unhinged is what it is not what you described. Keep on going though. Keep
He's,
on going.
he's
Keep on going.
literally driving him off a cliff.
Yeah.
He's protesting now. That's a lot.
That's
He's driving him into a train.
I'm done with this
A
argument.
train.
Everyone on Reddit.
on a train?
Dude, these stories are so wacky. Okay, go on. This is a good paragraph. Right
Not
here.
on a train, not in a tree, not in a car. Sam, let me be.
What's the name of the guy that's
Isn't this
saying
just harassment?
It is. He's literally threatening his life and harassing him
Because he doesn't want to eat his food.
with wild animals.
I can't-
because he won't eat.
I
green
can't. I
eggs.
can't tell if Sam is like either the greatest hustler ever or the biggest harassment case in the history of the Sussiverse.
Lucifer's.
The Sussiverse.
What's the other guy's name?
The fuck if I know, kill him.
I think he's just called Guy.
At
At least that's what the Netflix series called him. Guy.
Wait, is this? Did they turn this into a story?
Sam, in the dark, here in the dark, could you
Can you do
in
Kirby?
the dark?
Do Kirby.
Puyo, 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 puyo.
Do Mario.
What you could do in the rain? I could not in the rain. I
Do
could
Jack Black's Bowser.
Oh my gosh.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Not in the dark, not on a train, not in a car, not in a tree.
Okay, now do Joe Biden.
Oh my god. I do not like them, Sam.
That's
you
just an old
see.
man.
That's just Joe Biden. Joe Biden's just an old man.
Okay, do Barack Obama instead.
Oh my gosh. Not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or
Gotta
there.
get the us in there. Gotta get the us.
I would not like them anywhere.
Get that natural stutter in there.
You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam. I am.
I isn't.
I isn't.
Sam,
Well, we have now a fourth member of the podcast.
Dante, why are you here? You're ruining everything.
Puppy
Okay, now back to
ragdoll.
Barack Obama reading me green eggs and
Oh my
ham.
gosh, I don't want to do Barack Obama anymore.
Okay, do Donald Trump.
Would you with a goat? No, I would not with a goat. Even though I'm the goat, because I'm fantastic. I'm the best.
People can take this out of context.
Could you on my yacht?
That's a thick ass paragraph right there.
I would not, could not on your yacht. It's not as great as mine. I will not with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark. Not in a tree. Not in a car. You let me be, okay? I do not like them in a box. I will not eat them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not eat them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I especially won't eat them with those liberals. Those liberals.
Okay, do Elon Musk.
I don't even know how he talks.
How does he?
Okay, no, better
I
one, better
do
one.
not like green eggs and ham.
I was gonna say Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Wow. You ate the green eggs and ham.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
Joey, not Joey.
One time I took green eggs and ham
You do not
while I
like
was
them,
high.
so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may.
Is that just Joe Rogan? I thought it was doing Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
I'm Spider-Man.
Wow. Owen
Can you
Wilson.
do Owen Wilson for the rest?
Sam, if you let me be, I will try them. You will see.
We gotta put in wows in there. Really make it authentic.
Wow. I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam. I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat, and all that other crap you told me to
I can't believe you actually read the whole book.
So yeah, he really just gaslighted this man, threatened his life until he finally ate.
What is okay, question about this book. Why does he gotta dump her though, bro? Hold on, zooming on that. Why does he gotta dump you though? For real.
I can't
What?
stand
Why
you.
is he cracked out? Colby or Bill Bolby or Caleb? Zoom in
Who
on
are you
that.
talking to?
I'm talking to you in the post. Can you zoom in on this? What is this man doing in this cover? Why does he look zoinked out his fucking mind? Why is this creature the stand of Joe Rogan?
What? The stand of Joe Rogan.
Because look how cracked it looks. What was the moral lesson in that story?
To try new
If
things.
strangers offer you food,
Being
eat it.
gaslit and harassed.
If strangers offer you food, eat it, or else they will follow you till the end of your days.
There's multiples to
Take food from
Are you
strangers.
gonna read all of Sleep Book?
The Death Book.
Oh, you're gonna the Death Note?
This belongs to is meant to be read in a coffin. I don't know if I can read this whole. Look at this, Caleb.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go with the shorter one
I
then.
remember I was getting tired too.
Oh hell yeah! It's time for the greatest book ever.
One fish, two fish, red
Bolby,
fish, blue
read this
fish.
one.
Well, let me read this real quick.
No.
The news just came in from the county of Keck, that a
Keck?
very small bug
Wait, Keck as in for
is dying so terribly. You can look down his neck. This may not seem very important, I know, but it is. So I'm bothering telling you so. Death is quite catching, you see, like a cough.
I'm just laughing.
It's stupid. Creatures are starting to die. Suffer. I don't know, Caleb. I used to be funnier back when I was younger.
Okay, read one.
Back
two fish,
when I was
one
younger.
Fish, two fish, red
No, but
fish,
look
blue
at
fish.
look at they all die. Oh my gosh, this guy's suffering. Look at him. What kind of death is that?
Colby is looking at.
They're dreaming of cyanide and killing themselves.
The
Suicide.
Spotify audience is so confused.
Colby is now looking at the pictures of this book and is just like, wow, they are all just slowly killing themselves.
This picture, they're all accepting death and they're going down the river Styx. As
The
you can
fuck?
see.
What happens? in
They're
this
all
book?
dead right here. It's the page with the camels, and they're laying down. They killed each other and their pet. As you can see, just changing, like it can very easily change sleep to death, and the whole story changes. Anyways,
Wow, that was something, Colby.
Yeah,
I didn't want to read the whole thing.
yeah, it is kind of a
Look how
long
long
book.
it is. Your Sam took like 20 minutes.
It was only like
The goat himself,
it was only 6, but you guys kept interrupting me and telling me to
because it
Change
made it
voices.
funny.
I can kill with my eyes shut. The old classic.
Okay,
I can kill in red. I can kill in blue. I can kill in pickle color too.
What does that even entail?
I can kill in
No,
a
it's
circle
pickle
and
Rick.
upside down. I can kill with my left eye. I can kill with my right eye. I can kill Mississippi with my eyes shut tight.
Oh my gosh.
It's just skipping.
But it's bad for my heart. It makes me sad. So killing with my eyes shut, I do an awful lot.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening?
When I keep them open, I can kill with much more speed. You have to be a speedy killer because there's so much to
What
kill.
word are you changing out?
Read to kill. You can kill about trees.
What? Why would you do that?
You can kill about O's.
What is happening?
What are about hoes?
What are the SCP is that, bro? Zooming in
Is
the
that Krampus?
yeah. For the Spotify listeners, love you to death. There is some type of Krampus-looking figure in this book,
He's a Foo Fighter.
He's a Foo Fighter.
like the band. I love Foo
He
Fighters.
said Foo.
Foofy.
Can now learn about the price of being
Jeez.
a hitman.
What? How much is the price of being a hitman, Colby?
I don't know. That's what it says in the book. You can kill about sad and glad and mad.
Wow.
It's true.
Why? This is. You
So
know,
it
here's
says.
another thing I do appreciate: the art. The art in these.
So
books are
that's
nice.
why I tell you to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least on one side.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish is truly the one with all the SCPs in it.
Yeah, nostalgia factor. My grandma used to read this one to me a lot as a child, and now I'm crying inside.
Oh.
I miss my youth.
See, this one was I always thought the bird was gonna die.
Angie has this book in Spanish.
She does.
Oh God, it's falling apart. These books are
The
ancient.
illustrations are way different. And this is like his first book.
I think this might have been.
That's not even his.
I know it's not his
Oh,
story, but he drew it. I think right.
Oh yeah.
10 Dolans?
What is it doing?
Oh, or 10 doubloons? Almost 10 doubloons?
Wait, give me.
Because it would be either it'd be tax. I'm putting tax on it. What are you reading down there?
What did $10? That's not even 10. That's 9.
I know, but then you the taxes, so it'd be like closer to 10. It could be 9. 9 Dolans?
How much are they now?
I would probably say these books probably cost a little bit more nowadays to make.
Remember the I Spy books were like $12.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
No,
Did you ever buy them?
No. Why would I buy a book that's gonna make me gamer rage? Where the fuck is it?
Gamer rage at a book.
Where's
I
Waldo?
quit. Ugh, I can't stand this book.
No, I always liked these books when I was younger. I thought there's a missed art with children's stories nowadays.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at these. The SCP Foundation's going crazy right now. The turtle bird.
What the fuck is that? What's up with Dr. Seuss and walkable fish?
The old classic 10 bombs up on top.
Ah, yes.
10 bombs up on top.
And if they
Terrorism.
drop, they blow up. Look at
No.
Oh.
They made up a word. The Seucentennial. That's not a real word. They made that the fuck up.
No, it's a real word.
You're gonna read the bomb story?
No, but look at what happens at the end when the bombs fall. They all die.
They're dead.
That's it.
Look at them. They exploded.
Jesus Christ.
10 bombs on top.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Caleb, can you read
Oh
me?
my, look at those SCPs. The ABC book? What even is that?
Caleb has very fond memories of these books.
Clearly.
What?
the? Oh, it's Horton Hears a Who.
It's
You
the
don't have that one.
SCP dictionary.
Wait, no. Read this one. This one you'll have fun with.
SCP Dictionary.
Yes.
In what voice should I read it? Should dramatic reading or?
Read it like it's an SCP thing.
Do
Have
like
you
a
ever
documentary like
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah, so
Like,
Caleb is now
I
reading
see that,
the ABC book.
Big A, little a. What begins with A?
Cyanide.
Aunt Annie's alligator. A.
See, that's just a long alligator. That's not really crazy.
Big B, little b. What begins with
This is
B?
where I came up with this.
Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee.
Okay,
Everything
okay.
seems pretty normal so far.
Oh no.
Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling.
That's not really an
C,
SCP. That's
C.
just an oddity.
Big D, little d. What begins with D? David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and then Duck Dog 2.
David Donald Trump.
Wait, a
dreamed
duck dog? Yeah, that's an
duck-
SCP right
Duck
there.
Dog SCP.
Right there.
A B C D E.
Markiplier.
Big
Markiplier.
E.
Ear, egg, elephant. E.
Can you do your Markiplier impression?
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to the ABC book. Last time we left off, we had E. Now we're on Big F, little F. F. 4 fluffy feathers on a fiffer, fuffer, faff.
No, that's not an SCP.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat, girl, goo, goo, goggles, G, G, G.
It sounds so stupid, but it's so funny.
Big H, little H. Hungry horse, hey. Hey. Hen in a hat, hooray, hooray. Okay.
Does it actually say okay?
Big I, little I. Ichabod is itchy, and so am I. I don't feel very itchy.
She has cancer.
This is old Markiplier.
It is.
Big J, little J, what begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way.
That's not jam. That's an SCP in the jam, bruh.
The jam SCP.
It's a jam GP.
Big K, little K, kitten kangaroo, kick a kettle, kite, and king's kerchoo.
Ka-choo.
That is not a normal lion. I'm going to say that now.
What is that?
Ice cream.
Okay.
This man has been eating this entire
Entire
time.
What is up with this? This is a little lion right here, man.
We're just going to skip a few. The
Big L. You're skipping the funniest letter in the entire alphabet.
Take the L, Alex. We're skipping it.
God damn it.
So that's a lot. There's a bunch of mice singing.
That seems pretty weird. Big N.
Big
What's
N.
in the N page?
Just
Bro, what is that schnoz?
9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose.
And a nose?
Oh, maybe this isn't filled with as much SCPs.
That's a fucking SCP.
That's just an ostrich. And an
That's-
owl.
Oh,
Pouring oil.
that's an oil singing ostrich.
P!
This.
Of course, that's the thing that comes to Alex's mind.
Oh, there's cop brutality in there?
Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail, Peter Pepper's puppy, and now Papa's in the pail.
That sounds like you're really embracing your inner Markiplier now.
Big Q, little Q,
Do
what
you think
begins with
off
Q?
do you think that's based off of Queen Elizabeth right there? When she was
Maybe.
like 20. Now she's dead.
Probably not. Oh, it's a red rhinoceros with Rosie Robin Ross.
Good for her.
Big S, little S. Sally, Sammy, Slick, sipped 6 sodas and got sick.
Wow.
Turtle trees.
That's
T.
an SCP.
The turtle tree SCP.
Yeah. It just spawns a whole bunch of turtles.
Big U, little U, what begins with U? Uncle Oob. Oob.
Oob! Fucking Jackal music starts playing.
Vera Violet Vin is very, very, very awful on her violin.
Wow, that's
Look at, she's torturing people.
that's an
That's
SCP.
an SCP, the torturing violin.
Yeah.
The violent violin?
Yeah. Right there. Boom. Done.
Take that dub.
Big W.
W,
Big
baby.
W. Does it say big
Take the
W?
W. No, it just says W. W.
What the fuck? Why does it say big W?
Big dub.
Oh, my favorite letter.
X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox, but it also comes in handy spelling X and an extra box. Okay.
Wow.
Big Y. That's what I always ask. Why?
Why, Markiplier? G.
What begins with Z?
Zebra. Zolby.
Oh my gosh! I do. I'm a zizzer zazzer zuzz that you can plainly see.
So that's an SCP.
That's an SCP. I'm afraid.
Imagine, dude. This is. You know what this looks like? Hold up. This is a drug demon. This is what Joe Rogan sees when he takes a fucking any hallucinogen.
Do you think he's friends with the Hat Man?
What the fuck is a hat man?
The Hat Man that's been after Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that.
Z is for Zamasu. You
Pathetic mortal.
pathetic mortal.
What are you doing
This
now?
is a
Bull?
technique I forgot.
What are you,
Caleb, put Zamasu Goku Black on there. There, okay.
why would we do that?
Next.
Okay.
I don't know.
Z is for Zamasu.
Nostalgia tripping back on these books, though, for real, though. These are probably some of my greatest memories. Yeah. I love the art style. Also, why? I always wanted to say this. Why is the bluefish sassy on this? Look at him. Look at the sass on him.
Because he's the only one who can walk on water like Jesus.
Are you saying the bluefish is Jesus?
I'm saying he can walk on water like Jesus.
You think there's a Jesus in the Sussiverse?
I mean,
I think it'd be the
Bluefish.
Cat in the Hat. No.
the Cat in the Hat is definitely not Jesus. That's like Satan.
He's actually Satan.
I mean, look through the book and tell me if this.
Why does this one look faded? For the audio listeners, love you to death.
There's 2 Cat in the Hats.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat on the right hand page looks like he's seen things.
He knows. He's
also-
been new.
He been new, bruh. I'm just looking at this book now. I won't lie, bro. I love this art style.
It's just such a good aesthetic.
I know, man.
Look at this. The Cat in the Hat. Literally, they're bored, home alone on a rainy day. All of a sudden, this Cat Man just busts through the door.
I love the hood version of it where it's all like, I can't say any of the words, but like on this page, on page 7, it's just an edit of him with a Glock in his right hand. I'm in your crib, yo, blasting it up. Give me your shit, G. I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love this story. I can't believe they made a feature length film out of this.
Yeah, Michael Myers.
Is his name actually Michael Myers?
Yes.
Wow. You
Look
think
at
that you
Look at
think
this. He comes in, destroys their home.
yes, it's terrible. Do you think the Cat in the Hat is?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say an SCP and or somebody's furry awakening. Do you think so? You think somebody has had a furry awakening with the Cat in the Hat? I'm just asking. Definitely not with me. He does not look like a stud. Kind of looks like some decrepit old man.
Telling you, he's a demon.
He has to be. You think do you think any adult person said no to Dr. Seuss because he thought the little mischievous creatures in these books were demons? You think there was one parent out there that was just like, no, I'm not gonna give my children.
My son must read the Bible 24/7 to stay away from the Satan and his demon Dr. Seuss books.
And then thing 1 and thing 2 show up. Like, dude, this book is nuts.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The fish was only the logical person.
This SCP.
And then he flew away with his giant machine.
That's Mom's dress. You ruined Mom's dress. Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. What a great movie.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Incidentally almost destroyed the Universal and Dr. Seuss partnership.
Did it actually?
Yeah.
Can you give me the lore here?
The wife of Dr. Seuss hated that movie so much and hated Michael Myers that she was like, there's never going to be another live action Dr. Seuss movie ever again.
To be honest, I think maybe Dr. Seuss is a tale in history where some shit shouldn't just be in live action. Like,
True.
Like
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
That too, but it's just like the Cat in the Hat looked creepy.
But man, that movie had some great writing.
It was fucking drugs. That movie, dude, like Dr. Seuss had to be on something. There's no way. You can't come up with the Cat in the Hat and not be on something. Or at least I don't know.
That's great thoughts with Alex.
Like, what was Dr. Seuss thinking?
I'm going to write books. I'm bored.
Real. What a real guy, bro.
What a real guy.
I think low key.
Yeah, that's why Illumination has like control over the Dr. Seuss movies now, because they needed a partnership with Universal, and Universal had Illumination Studios.
What did Illumination do?
They made their animated Dr. Seuss movies.
All of them?
Except for Horton Hears a Who, that was made by Blue Sky. But then they couldn't. Blue Sky had other movies they wanted to work
Illumination made the Lorax?
Yes. That's why you see the Minions.
The energy of the movie, that's Illumination.
You're fucking with me, right?
Lorax is a great one, too.
You know another thing, too? In the biggest case of the movie did better than the book, and in the movie, the Lorax comes back, right? He doesn't come back in the other one?
Well, in the book it ends where
the boy just leaves.
The guy gives the boy the seed, but in the movie we actually get to see beyond that point and how he takes down corporate America and plants a tree.
Oh, so
and gets with Taylor Swift.
That is true. What does the guy say? Kill the tree.
Let it die. Let it die. Let it shrivel up and die.
God,
great
dude.
Movie.
That How to Write a Villain 101. Just make him a dick. I also give him a bowl cut.
True. I just thought of this stupid Markiplier meme where it's just him, his face photoshopped on the guy's body.
Okay, do the Let It Die thing, but be Markiplier.
What? Oh,
Hello, everybody. It's your host, Markiplier.
Prompts.
Let it die. Let it die.
Why'd you go Southerner?
Low key, sometimes I do think Mark's a Southerner.
What? He's from Cincinnati.
That's Southern enough.
That's Southern enough. It's higher north than we are.
Is he actually from Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Mark was from Cincinnati. For the longest time, yes. I thought he was like Korean. Or not Korean, Chinese. And then he said he was Korean. I'm like, what? Wow. What? I'm just giving you my Markiplier takes now.
Markiplier takes.
Man, no, for real.
How every Markiplier meme is just hilarious.
You know, people really be looking at the Matrix. Nah, man, you need to be looking at the Cat in the Hat. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
The Lorax. The
Are
Grinch.
you my mother?
Horton here's a who.
Hop on this cock. Green eggs and ham. And the other books Colby has over there that I'm too lazy to grab. Or no, he's giving them to me. And books like ABC. 10 bombs on the top of my head. Can you kill?
Can you kill with your eyes shut?
I can kill.
And the book, like the death book, like people need to be reading Dr. Seuss books. I feel like there needs to be another social awakening within America.
The Seuss-a-sons.
The Seuss-a-sons. We need to bring back Dr. Seuss from the grave, bro. Straight up reincarnate that man into like some. Or do we want to give some representation with the Seuss awakening? And make him like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we should make Dr. Seuss.
I don't know where
Asian.
you're going with this.
We need to bring back Dr. Seuss. We need to find his reincarnation.
You can be the idea. It's like the Dark Knight. You can be the idea of Dr.
I can be Dr. Seuss.
Isn't the point that
Seuss?
everyone can write like Dr. Seuss now? We can all write our own stories now that we've been inspired. Isn't that truly a writer's dream?
You know, that's the realest shit you've said today.
ever on this podcast?
On this podcast.
He's never one for
This
philosophy.
is a joke podcast.
This is not a
We
joke.
laugh.
Dr. Seuss is probably the greatest writer in the history of humanity. Beating, I think the Cat in the Hat book is better than the story of Gilgamesh. It will historically be known better than Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh went through a whole epic to be remembered. The Cat in the Hat went into
Destroyed a children's home and left, cleaned it up, and then never was seen again.
Yeah, he was. He was seen in the sequel story. I can read
No,
with my
this
eyes
is
shut.
the third story. The sequel story is the cat comes back.
Really, it is?
Yeah.
So is this like a spinoff then?
Yeah. Look at he has a son.
A spin-off.
Oh, that's true. Is he Cat Junior?
Teaching him his devious ways.
His name's Cap.
There's a stand of this book, and I don't know what it is. It's on his glove, and that just creeps me out. What was he doing with that glove?
Looks like
Blood.
blood.
Did you read the book? You didn't read the book.
Alex,
Clearly didn't.
Alex doesn't know how to read.
I
He couldn't even read the titles of a book when
His
he's putting them down.
occupation is killing people.
No.
He's a hitman.
I can read with my eyes shut. 10 apples up on top. Green eggs and ham. Hop in the sockmobile. Are you my mother? Blue fish, red fish, 2 fish, 1 fish. Is there a 0 fish? I don't know.
Well, if there was, you wouldn't see it.
The Cat and the Gat. CBA. Book sleep. Seuss's doc.
Yeah, there you go.
That actually sounded hard as fuck.
Book.
Oh wait,
Get rid of the books. You're distracted now.
I am distracted.
Let me be like the U.S. government in the South and take away your books.
So it's just like what? Oh, dude, you know what's a crazy thing? I don't know if this is true or not, and this is like totally serious. I heard they were banning Seuss books.
They
Already
were,
did.
but like which ones? Do you
I
know?
can't remember. Like I knew they were though. Like what are like
Some places banned all of them. Some the racist one. Well, I think
I know
all the
we
racist
talked
one.
about
They
this, but
stopped
like
printing the racist.
but you said printed. I know people like banned them. Like it was like crazy
They banned the Cat in the Hat.
or something like that.
It wouldn't surprise me if they banned the Lorax. They're like, oh no, we can't have children learning about the issues if we just let corporations run rampant.
It's crazy, man. Let it die, let it die, let the shrivel up and die. It's fucked up, man. It really is. Those books taught a lot. Like now looking back at it, those books taught me a lot.
Yeah,
And I'm sad that they aren't appreciated as much as anymore.
it's very true. Because
I want to know that to the future Alex that might watch this, when your child has a Scholastic book fair, you better give that motherfucker $20 and ball the fuck out.
Do they do that anymore?
Yeah.
Or is it
fucking
like
better.
is it like a digital store? Like
No,
they
stop
still
that.
have them in person.
Stop that.
I'm just saying that's what the kids are into
Bro,
these days.
I remember when the entire library would just be full of books, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is raw."
This is great. I swear the kids these days don't actually know how to read. I have not seen a child read a book since I was a child reading books.
Did they erect the bookstore?
Well, okay, no, you can't say you're wrecked and child within like the same 15 seconds.
The
Alex,
bookstore.
only you.
I'm just worried.
I just said that because that's what they say on Animal Crossing. It reminds me of like an Animal Crossing event when they got the bookstore into. But did they go into the cafeteria and like get those shelves and just go? And they're like bookstore kids, and the kids all ran up.
It changed like every year, I swear. Because there's times where we had it like in the gym. Sometimes it was in like a empty classroom.
It was always in the library for me.
They had it in the
sometimes
library
for me
school.
too.
Yeah.
But then like in middle school, it was like on the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a maze. They made like a book maze, and you like went through.
See, that was always cool. I always found a book that interested me.
I fucking love the Scholastic Book Fair, bro. It was so fucking goated for no reason.
It was.
For no reason.
No, it wasn't. Because think about it.
There was a big reason.
No. Like if you break it down, like what was so interesting about the book fair?
Is that you could own your own book. You got to choose what you wanted to read.
Do you think it was not for the books, but the fact that you could be a little adult for like
That
an
is
hour?
true. I think
I think so, yeah.
I think that's what the appeal was. Because I'm gonna be honest. Like, sure, I love every year I'd wait for either the new Diary of the Wimpy Kid book and or the
It was always released in the fall, didn't they?
I know.
So it was like perfect
yeah,
for the first
and
book
or
fair of the year.
Origami Yoda.
Origami Yoda.
My girlfriend's brothers and I
What?
think her dad read the Origami Yoda books, and I was like, no fucking way. I was so tempted just to steal that shit and just reread it again. She might watch this podcast, babe. You need to get me like all of those, the whole set.
The books I've been wanting to reread are the Bone books. I loved
Nobody's
Bone.
made a bone analyzation video on YouTube.
Bone is so good. Colby doesn't understand Bone. He was born too early for Bone. But
Nope.
Bone was so good.
The books that were big in my time were Harry Potter and like Coraline. Those books.
Coraline's cool, but Harry Potter. Like,
We'll talk
never
about
read Harry
our
Potter.
eras here. What books were people fantasizing over?
Harry Potter.
Really?
I was like when I was in first grade. That's when it first came out, I believe.
Mm.
And there was a Three Vests book I remember, and they gave them superpowers.
Mhm.
It's like an alien, like I don't know. I think a meteor crashed and had three vests, and the kids picked them up, and they had like certain superpowers.
That sounds like Ben 10,
Ben 10,
but lamer.
Ben 10, but not a watch.
They took it from that book. What else was there?
Did they actually? Got the
No,
lore there?
it was older than Ben 10.
Oh, maybe they did. Maybe Ben 10's cooler.
That's the only one I can remember is because every year was a new Harry Potter book.
So I'll talk.
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
Goosebumps was huge. Yes.
So I'll ask Caleb this. So, what were people buying in those?
At my school.
Yeah, like because at my school it was
I
the
remember
horror
now.
stories.
What I would buy is Calvin and Hobbes every single
yeah.
book fair.
See, even when at the book fair, when there wouldn't be like anything to buy, I'd always make sure I'd ask mom after school to be like, "Can we go to Hastings and get me a Calvin and Hobbes instead?" Because I didn't really find anything I actually
and
wanted.
your mom actually went to go and buy.
Yeah, and we got it.
Wow, your mom is so nice.
And then
Aw.
there's like a National Comic Book Day, and at Hastings again, and my dad was like, "Oh look, there's a new Calvin and Hobbes collection that we don't have." I was like, "Yes, we're getting it."
Your Calvin and Hobbes obsession.
It's
is
so
cool.
they're good.
part
They're
of the
good
career.
comics.
Yeah,
But yeah, at school the popular ones were always Bone and Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
really.
A lot of people liked Origami Yoda, but I didn't really like Star Wars at the time, so I didn't. Really
It
like
really
that.
wasn't Star Wars related. I'm gonna be honest.
I saw Star Wars and I wasn't.
No, like rereading those stories, they were just like they were like middle school dramas with like imaginary characters on the
Middle school
side that were just like
dramas.
alive. I have to reread those stories.
What was another one? I think that's really it. But the like progression of, I guess everybody liked Magic Treehouse books. And
was big in
Val
my
was
time,
talking
too.
about how she really liked Junie B. Jones.
Junie B. Jones. I
That's
remember
such a
that
Val-
book,
Skippy
too.
John Jones.
That's just a Val story.
I was more into like the art in books. So like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
was that one my elementary school or whatever, and they always had something like my teacher is a monster or something, or my cafeteria lady is a monster.
Oh, I don't know. I know. I really liked. I think from like 2nd to 3rd grade, I read a lot of Wayside School.
Mm.
That was a good one. But that was another SCP Foundation story. But one that's like the natural progression of like the Goosebumps books that I loved reading were the Michigan Chillers. Those were so good.
You know, low key though, in those Scholastic books, I feel like I wish there were manga in those.
They did.
They did.
When?
They sold a few manga at some of the book fairs. That they had a Kingdom Hearts manga that Mariah bought one year.
Caleb showed me. They never had it in my time.
Never in mine. I never saw them.
Yeah, we had.
Bro, if
we
there
had-
was
You had the
just a-
same time.
we had the mangoes.
I never had them.
Well, maybe
Oh.
you just went to a crappy school.
You're not wrong. Public education don't go crazy.
I swear they had it in middle school too, though.
If there was, I would have.
Alex didn't go to the book fair in middle school. That's right. It
There was a.
was just me.
I would have gone. There was a book
Then
fair.
explain to me why you were never there.
I didn't know there was.
Yes.
What the fuck? I totally would have got books.
I'm convinced that young Alex didn't actually care, and now that you're older, you're like, oh no,
I do.
I should have cared.
I'm realizing as an adult I should have done things when I was younger. Yes, I regret them now, but I try to do stuff now.
Yeah, buy books.
I'll buy manga
I
instead.
think it was definitely in middle school that I bought a lot more comic book kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's
They had this collection of like, it was like a graphic novel of like war stories, but like about like war dogs that helped with like different American wars. So it was like one about World War II, one about Vietnam.
You know what's crazy? Think about it. Oh, yeah. Why were there ever comic books?
Not like traditional comic. It was really only graphic novels that we could find. In school.
Why, dude? Why did Marvel never fucking hop on that shit and
I
sell?
don't think
like,
they were allowed.
How?
Were
I think
not?
they wanted comics out.
That's
they wanted more
crazy.
like the
That's right.
better literature.
Because Marvel was never under the publication of Scholastic either. So they're like,
I would if I was a big CEO at Marvel, I would have hopped on that shit.
But they weren't allowed. I'm
probably
sure
wouldn't-
they tried.
They probably weren't gonna let them
Especially-
because Scholastic is a completely different publishing company.
oh yeah, no, but I would have done something to get my shit somewhere in schools. I would have.
They weren't exactly rich either. So
They kind of
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
kind
They were.
of broke at the time.
Yeah,
I think you probably can find Marvel books now.
Oh yeah, or even DC. DC
isn't that crazy to think?
What?
There's that huge change where in like the 90s they're like broke and now like they're the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it's everywhere.
Because honestly, I don't think I remember seeing anything like actually other than Marvel versus Capcom, which is the only reason I even knew
you're
Marvel
wrong.
existed.
Not wrong.
I didn't see anything Marvel like mainstream until probably like Age of Ultron.
You know what's even more crazy?
yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 probably awakened like Marvel back.
Yeah,
that's such a
the Marvel
iconic game.
the Marvel vs. Capcom games actually like helped Marvel significantly, and the fact that they just kind of like threw it away, I feel so disrespected.
It's
to
so
Capcom.
sad. It's so sad because they were such good fighting games.
Oh yeah, some of the best of all
I
time.
think probably my favorite fighting games of
Oh,
all
yeah.
time.
They're up there. They're in my top 10.
The first two.
All right, there,
I
old
realized that most of the Disney movies that came out in like the 2000s were books, like the best-selling books. So like Holes and Hoot.
Yeah,
You ever watch those or read those?
Princess Diaries. I recently watched that. So
What other book?
Diaries.
Oh, Artemis Fowl.
That's Isaac's favorite.
That was Isaac's favorite.
why don't we do that again? Why can't we do another revival of the book genre?
Should we? I don't know. Maybe we should. Should we join a book club?
It's just Calvin and Hobbes.
So what did you guys bring?
And
I brought
mango.
Calvin and Hobbes.
I brought JoJo's Bizarre.
Caleb, what did you bring to book club today? Calvin and Hobbes. Caleb, this is the 7th week in a row that you brought Calvin and Hobbes.
Alex,
it's the-
JoJo, second edition.
No, I'm reading part
Part
2.
5.
Our part's not even finished yet. You know they're okay. So fun fact about Viz Media as a publication company, they're barely translating part 6. It's
Dang.
been 20 years. They're barely on part 6.
Is that why I'm barely seeing like
yes?
JoJo's?
Yes. Yes.
That's
They have
crazy.
not, and then technically, part 4 and part 5 are technically in the same vein. The parts 1 through 3 are like part of a special collection. There is technically not one just giant strip of it. They're in special versions. So like technically, JoJo's has never been printed in full in one single go by Viz Media. So it's just like, what the fuck? It's not like One Piece or like Chainsaw Man where it's all like, it's printed in one go. And also, I'm going to complain about this. Why the fuck, Viz Media, is it taking an entire fucking year to get the 12th volume of Chainsaw Man out, and the Japanese are on volume 3? It does not take you a whole 2 to 3 years to get to volume fucking 12, you fucks. How do you mess that up? How do you do that? Why does it take so long to translate? You translate it within a week. All of a sudden now it's difficult? Fuck you.
Money.
What?
Money.
Yeah, like I think that too, but like why? People still buy them.
Milking it?
Yeah, but then you lose the hype factor. It makes no sense. And then again, when I recently went to Seattle, there is a manga store in its full name, like full on Japanese, like people like speaking Japanese and stuff, like behind the counters and like
That's pretty cool.
Did Cliff tell us about that?
He told Joey.
yeah. Yeah, no, but like full on places, and they have so there's technically 2 types of manga. There's the manga you think of, and then there's the little I think it's called like not Taco Bon.
Taco Bell.
I know, like Tanobon or something. There's small little booklets where it's really thin paper, but they had almost all the steel ball run in Japanese, and I'm all like, no fucking way. And they have some of like the special versions where there's still advertisements on the covers and
That's
stuff.
cool.
And I'm all like, no way, bro. I was in La La Land. I'm like, these motherfuckers over here, I get it in Japanese. And how is Viz Media taking a whole year to fucking get something done? I'm like, why, bro? Why? It makes me angry.
See, now you have me wanting to buy a book, but I literally have like 3 books I started and I'm halfway through and I just can't finish. For some reason with media recently, like games and books and stuff, I just can't finish them. I forget and I get busy and then I start something else. I'm like, oh shoot, I had that other thing I was doing.
Same.
It's me, too busy.
No, I get it, but like it's just like, man, I love reading. I've been trying to get to the first volume of JoJo's, and I think I will today. But I'm just all like, so having a fucking book and just reading that shit is fire.
It is.
I'm a connoisseur, an appreciator of the book. This is the greatest human invention right next to sliced bread. 2 leather strap, 2 pieces of leather and paper in the middle.
I think there's a lot of stuff in between that are as good as books.
Ah,
than
yes,
sliced
The
bread.
knowledge sandwich.
The knowledge sandwich. That's a good one, Cole.
Inside the sandwich is imagination.
I don't know. Would you put utensils above books? Because I'd put books above utensils.
I mean, no. I'm just saying that having sliced bread, something that was invented relatively close to our modern times than books that have been around for centuries.
I don't know. I'm just saying it.
Well, history was lost before a certain time. They say that there was human civilization, but because
All
they
right,
didn't
then, Joe
have
Rogan,
books,
pump your brakes.
Okay, Joe Rogan. What are you trying to argue? We're saying that we like books.
I don't know.
I'm a book enthusiast. A tablet enthusiast. Somebody from 3000 BC. I'm a tablet enthusiast.
Tablet enthusiast.
That is so funny. I love tablets.
But yeah, kids these days don't know how to read. I'm convinced of that.
I'm gonna try to teach my kids how to
I don't even
read.
think they know how to play games.
I'm gonna try to teach my kids.
No, not like teach in the sense like, oh, I'm gonna teach them how to read. Like, no, like teach them how to be like, read this peak fiction, bro. Gain something out of this book.
I'm gonna be
You
honest.
know when Caleb learned to read?
He was 5.
He played Paper Mario.
Did you learn
I,
that?
I told you
to
about
read.
this when we talked about our favorite games.
That's true.
And
know
he'd
how to
call me
read.
into the room. He'd be like, Colby, what do I have to do? I'm like, I don't know. You have to read it. And then he'd like be reading it. I'd hear him like reading it out loud, super slow. He's like, you go to. That's just cracking up.
Why are you such a dick to your brother?
I was only like 3 or 4 years old trying to play and read.
How
I had
old
to-
were you?
I had to learn how to
Me?
become an
Yeah.
intellectual.
Probably like 12.
Oh.
I had to
So
learn.
he was like 4.
I had to learn intellect in order to play a video game.
I can just imagine a 12-year-old Colby. You know what that word stands for? Cheese. No, idiot.
All I wanted to do was ride the train back and forth, but I had to learn how to speak English in order to do so.
Oh,
So that's like a bad thing.
That's so goofy.
You learned.
I learned.
Did you learn that Paper Mario was a beneficial thing in your life?
I guess so. That's why it's probably.
When they say video games are terrible for children,
that's
Caleb learned how to
it's
read.
number 1 on my favorite video games of all time.
no, not the gameplay, not the story.
The reading, the reading comprehension.
Games rot your brain. Caleb learns to read.
I learned the entire English lexicon because of Paper Mario. That's fucking nutty.
There's the
I learned war crimes because of Halo.
there's the clickbait title. I learned the entire English language through Paper Mario.
Nobody will believe me.
No one will believe me. Doctors hate this.
Doctors say
You're such a goofball.
because they're greedy.
One simple trick to learn how to read. Teachers hate this.
Imagine.
out of 10
Do you think there's a
doctors.
kid out there somewhere that learned how to read because of Resident Evil? I hope so.
I know I was like learning how to read from Zelda. 'Cause
Really?
I didn't like to read, but like you are forced to
You
read.
have to read.
Like if you want to progress in the game, you have to read.
I don't. Where?
And kids these days have all the tools available to them. They don't even need to know how to read in order to play
Oh,
games.
you're old, man.
And they're still bad. How are they bad?
Ah,
They have all
I think it's because they have both voice acting and text, so they like don't really have to read. They just.
you think that'd help them though?
No, are you
you'd
kidding?
think that
They're,
would
they're
help.
just like staring at the art. They're not paying attention to the text.
Real. Nobody knew a Dragon. Everybody who liked Dragon Ball as a kid, I have no idea why Goku's fighting the giant white guy, but this shit's fire.
This is awesome.
Just filling in the relevant story.
Frieza! I am the hope of the universe. The light that
Frieza.
monkey! Wah! And then my Frieza blows up.
Dramatic finish.
Dramatic finish. Well, how does he say it? Caleb, do the voice impression of the dramatic finish guy.
Dramatic finish.
That actually was pretty good. How can you do that so well?
I don't know.
Should have an
Dramatic finish.
Should have an impersonation battle. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
No.
Why do you hate the wheel
No,
so much?
no wheel spin this week because next week I do have a topic that I'd like to talk about.
Oh, God, I hit the mic. Anyway, okay, well, I think
Actually,
we
I have topics for the next 2 weeks I'd want to talk about, but today I didn't have any research done, so I didn't do it today.
So we just talked
So we
about
talked
Dr.
about-
Seuss.
We talked about Dr. Seuss.
Called this an ocean fishing pole.
Now he gets it. Now he gets the joke.
That was said over 2 hours ago, and you are now realizing that?
No, I just looked
Colby,
at it again.
Caleb,
It's
can
just
you make
funny.
an edit of Colby on screen to look like a fisherman?
Put him on a boat.
You just have to look like me. I'm a fisherman.
He does go fishing, so there you go. He just needs a boat.
Are you
the
a
ocean.
seaman?
This is actually like a crab fish.
I think it's time to end the podcast.
Okay, do you guys have any last words you'd like to say before we end things off?
Any last words?
No.
No?
No.
Nothing from Colby either?
I say the same thing I always say. What are you doing next week?
What's it to you?
Am I not in it?
Oh.
No, you're kind of in it at this point. You just got to show up and go, and Caleb just has to do it.
You're the.
Oh, hold on. I do have one more question. Does your girlfriend watch this podcast?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah.
Let's get to number one,
Oh,
baby.
should we talk about how much time do we have left? Should we
We're-
talk about Joshua?
Oh, yeah. Joshua, I'm glad you like this podcast.
Who's Joshua?
He's a fan of the podcast.
Well, thank you, Joshua.
He's such a fan that he was inspired to start his own podcast.
It's true.
Good job, Joshua.
But he is like, you should know Joshua. I think they went to school together, right?
No. What? Dummy, we're the same class.
Did you say, you just said no, though? He said no. Dummy, we're in the same class.
Because you said you went to school with them. Well, not. Of course, Alex wouldn't know. You wouldn't ever see Joshua.
You saw Joshua.
I did because I was looking for Joshua.
Well, you'd always hang out with Alex.
I didn't have every class with Alex.
Why am I being attacked for assuming
Hey,
that
I'm not attacking
We're at
You
you.
know what
same-
happens when you assume?
you're making ace out of you and me?
Exactly. Whatever the case is, we are slowly devolving as a society, and everyone should read Dr.
I
Seuss
want a
and Calvin and
cheeseburger.
Hobbes. Exactly.
Sounds
All
good.
right, like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share the podcast and continue with us on our journey as we go through year 2 of Totally Oblivious.
Comment your favorite book that you would get.
If I see some whack ass shit in there, I'm gonna yell.
Yeah, but definitely comment your favorite childhood book or current book. Comment both. Favorite childhood book, favorite current
I'm currently out of the book game. What's releasing?
What's releasing?
What's dropping?
New
bro?
York's bestseller. That's all I ever see. Why can't it be like
It's like a
California's
cookbook.
bestseller?
It usually is. No.
It's like a memoir or a cookbook. It's never
Military
like
leaks number one.
No, you know what? Speaking about that, why is it like always in the New York Times bestseller?
That's what I was
It's like
saying.
some self help book or self help book for like some like military guy wrote. Like he was a Navy SEAL, and now like I'm making a book so you guys understand that you need to get up in the morning. Yeah, motherfucker, I know I need to get up in the morning. I don't need to
number
read
one
about
New
it.
York's bestseller. Doctors hate this book.
Figure out why.
9 out of 10
Find out
doctors.
why.
Worst book of all time is that one thing where it's like why like liberals are right, and it's just all blank pages or whatever.
It's an audiobook.
It's just white noise. Okay, we need to end this now. I'm gonna keep on kicking the mic because I'm like this.
Okay. Yeah, do all that stuff we told you to do, and I guess see you next week.
Deuces.